Hi guys, it's Poonam here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Today we're going to be talking about at-home laser treatments, those devices that you can get in the shops which claim to permanently remove your hair. When I was younger, I had a lot of facial hair, I had really big sideburns, a bit of a moustache, but I had quite a lot of hair in this region, and it was really hard and upsetting and really difficult to try and deal with actually at a young age. I didn't really want to wax it or thread it or even shave it. So I actually bleached it and I have this sort of gold beard. And that's not really an exaggeration, and it's quite embarrassing to think of at this time. I then moved on to waxing, and the first experience I had with waxing my face was a really traumatizing experience. It really did not go well. I got those little strips that you get and you sort of stick on there and then you pull off, but something happened and it got some of my skin, so I actually ripped off a part of my skin. So I scrapped that whole idea because I thought I'm not going to put myself through that again. From waxing I then moved on to threading, and that really worked well for me on my face. It really helped get rid of the hair completely without damaging my skin at all, which was really great. From threading I decided that I wanted to try something else to actually permanently get rid of the hair. So let's talk about laser. So the first time that I actually tried it was actually in a clinic, but it turned out that it was actually IPL. It was actually really effective in reducing the hair. It didn't actually ever get rid of it permanently, and to tell you that it was painful is an understatement. And after spending a lot of money on that treatment, I just kind of got really fed up with having to spend that much money with no permanent result. So after a year and a half, I gave up with IPL. So then I started to have laser treatment, and that was cheaper and it was more effective as well. So I did that for, I'd probably say, about 6 or 7 months. But the only issue that I had with that is the particular laser clinic that I went to, I wasn't really happy with their customer service, and 1 or 2 times they did actually burn my skin in a couple of areas around the neck. Thankfully it didn't scar, but it was kind of not as professional as I would have liked. You may know, especially for people with darker skin tones, Asian skin tones, if you do burn your skin, it's more likely to scar than if you were a person with lighter skin. So as I mentioned, I tried IPL, I tried laser, all within clinics, and the result of that was reduced hair growth on my face. But being somebody who's really hairy, it just kept coming back. It was really persistent. I kind of thought, I'm spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on going to a clinic when what if using an at-home laser treatment will be just as efficient? Then I just started doing some research into at-home laser treatments, and I came across this, which is the Smoothskin Gold IPL at-home treatment. And it says that it's an IPL device for the removal of unwanted body hair. And the best thing about this is that on their actual website, they offered a 3-month free trial of this. So I purchased it thinking, you know, 3 months is a perfect amount of time for me to test it out and see if I like it, see if it actually works. And it's all really for nothing. So it was a bit of a risk, but yeah, you'll be glad to know that it really paid off. I've had this for 4 years now, and it has been fantastic to say the least. Not only has it saved me a lot of money, it's really helped me to actually manage my hair and hair growth. I actually tried this device for the first time on my legs, and I'd never had any laser treatment on my legs, so it was literally from the off, from the beginning, from that hairy McClary that I was, and just seeing whether it actually worked. And I tell you, the results were fantastic, and honestly, I can't recommend this enough. I'm not sponsored for this, by the way, just in case you're wondering why I'm plugging it so hard. It's just something that's really worked for me, and I just wanted to spread that information. So I'll show you some pictures of what my hair used to be like before. Even looking back, for me, I'm just like, oh my god, did I really have that much hair? I'm going to show you some pictures. Look away if you really don't want to see that. This IPL treatment is better for those with lighter skin tone and darker hair. And that is obviously because the laser is going to be able to differentiate between your hair and your skin, and it can really focus on the hair follicle. It's not going to work on light hair because it's not going to be able to pick it up against the colour of your skin, but it's got a colour chart here of the hair, of the skin types that it works for. So I'm just going to open the box, and what you get in here is obviously the laser machine, which looks like this, and you obviously get the plug as well, and the adapter that you need to plug it in. This is an older version. This is from 2016. I don't actually know whether this particular one is available. They do have newer ones out there though, so I'll link those down below and you can go check those out. But this is what it looks like, the one that I have. And you've got two settings here. This top one here is how you switch it on, and then the bottom one is the sensitive setting. This bit here, it shows you the strength of the laser depending on where you're placing it. So for example, if you have a darker area, it will actually adjust itself to that area. You have to shave your face. This is a really hard thing for people to do, especially if you've never done it before. You really feel worried that your hair is going to be thicker, it's going to be really black and hard to manage, and I completely understand that. There's a lot of myths going around about you know, shaving your face can make your hair thicker, and that really is a myth. It's going to appear thicker because you're shaving your face, so the top of the follicle is going to be straight, which makes it look a bit thicker, but it's actually not. So you can't use the IPL device on sunburnt skin or even faked tan skin, but you can't use it on darker areas such as your nipples or your nostrils, actually, funnily enough, or your lips. You can't use it when you're pregnant either. There's a whole section in this book which basically tells you when and when you can't use it, so it is really important to check on the website before you purchase it. So before you actually start using the machine, you have to do a patch test just to make sure that you're not going to react to the actual laser machine. So you have to shave a small area on your arm and then try the laser on that, and then wait 24 hours. And then if there's nothing wrong, you know you're okay to go ahead. And they do give you this guide, which is really, really handy as well. And there's a 12-week program in here, which means that you're basically supposed to use the laser treatment every week for 12 weeks, and then it recommends that after the 12 weeks you should use it once a month. Now I'll be honest, I actually didn't use it for 12 weeks. I was being a bit lazy and I just kind of used it as and when, but even using it like that, I still managed to see results. I'm going to show you a demo of me actually using this, and I'm going to show you as well me actually shaving my face. Before you actually start using this device on your skin, you have to make sure that it's free of any moisturizers or makeup or anything like that. When you're starting out with your face, usually I would click the sensitive button, and that just makes sure that you don't use the laser on a really high heat. So for now, I'll just do it on the normal setting. So I've already shaved this area, so I'll just show you how to use it. So you literally just press and shoot, and you have to make sure you don't go over the same area. Press and shoot. So you can either point and shoot, or you can glide. So in that instance, you hold down this button and glide it along your arm, and it will do the shots automatically. So I'll just show you. So you may be wondering whether the treatment is actually painful at all, and I would say that it does hurt a little bit. It's not completely pain-free. So the most accurate way that I can probably describe the pain would be if you sort of imagine flicking a rubber band towards your skin gently, that together with some heat, because you are obviously going to feel the heat of the laser. It can be more painful in areas where you have thicker hair or ingrown hairs. I think the pain can be really well tolerated by most people. It's not really as painful as other treatments that you might have, so I think it's a really, really good option. So that's it, and then you switch it off obviously and unplug it and you're good to go. So it says on the website that it takes around 20 minutes to actually complete the full body treatment. It does really depend on how much hair you have and which areas you're actually going to focus on. I would say realistically it would take you about half an hour to 45 minutes for your whole body. It is a really, really easy device to use. You just sort of point and shoot essentially. So after you've done the laser treatment, I would recommend that you moisturize really, really well. Use something that doesn't contain any fragrances or any active ingredients either, just something really plain and simple just to really soothe your skin. And after the treatment, obviously your skin can be more susceptible to burning, so it's really, really important to be wearing sunscreen as well. I think I spent about £300 to £350 on the Smoothskin IPL treatment, and I really, really don't regret it. It sounds like a lot of money, but when you think about how expensive it is to actually go to a clinic and get treatment, really it is worth it. It has been really effective for me, and it really does help with keeping hair growth at bay. It has thinned out some of the hairs that actually do grow back. And there are visible patches where the hair just hasn't even grown back. And as I said, that is with inconsistent use. So I definitely would recommend this device. And I will link this device down in the description bar below as well if you're interested in checking that out. I did try and cover everything about the Smoothskin device in this video, but if I've forgotten anything or you have any more questions, then please leave a comment down below. Please obviously check out my other videos as well, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video too. But I hope that you found this review helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye!